Your sun, moon, or rising in Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, or Scorpio, this is what's headed for you. The most successful month of the entire year, August 2025. But before I get into it, make sure you give us a follow. You know I appreciate it. And if you ever want your month ahead forecast, your week ahead forecast, you can subscribe to my TikTok channel. Personal readings are in bio. Aquarius, this month you are in your boss bitch era, especially right now with Venus in Cancer square Saturn, your chart ruler. This is like you basically kicking ass and taking names, and you're drawn to people who can enhance your status and financial picture. August 9th, we have a full moon in your sign, and this is a massive release. You are releasing many versions of yourself, and you're actually re-meeting yourself, the new version of yourself, and you are actually very visible, and you're telling the world, this is who I am now. You're really stepping out of the closet. You are not afraid to speak up on this one. You're highly visible. This is when you are making lasting impressions at the world, to the world at large. Ruler of this moon, Saturn at 1 degree Aries conjunct Neptune and in opposition to Mars in Libra. This is calling out the people who did you wrong. It's demanding justice, and they're really seeing the they can't just bypass you on this one because you're standing strong in your core identity like never. This month also we have a grand air trine with Mars in Libra, Uranus in Gemini, and Pluto in your zodiac sign. This is so lucky for the air signs. Like, these ideas that you are coming up with are being heard by the right people, and you are stepping up and leveling up your life. Mark your calendar for August 11th, 12th. There is a job opportunity coming in of a lifetime. There will be some hard conversations that are coming up for you with Mars in Libra opposite Saturn, but with Mercury stationing retrograde August 10th, you're really going to be able to make sense of all your relationships. And then we have a Virgo new moon happening August 22nd. This is radical because you expect a windfall, a complete windfall of money. This moon is at 0 degrees in a square with Uranus in Gemini. This is like lottery luck. You're also completely reinventing your creative projects and entering something quite taboo. Taurus, this is a big month of change in the best way possible. You're actually feeling bigger, badder, and better than you ever have because your chart ruler Venus will be conjunct Jupiter August 11th. There is a full moon this month in your house of public reputation. There's a big secret coming out. It's such a rebellious moon. Your public image is changing. And this is the best though, because it's really lining into your true authentic form, because you have changed a lot, especially with Pluto in your 10th house. And so this month, Mercury is retrograde for the most part of it. It will go direct on August 10th, but it's opposing Pluto retrograde in your 10th house. There's a big secret coming out, and this could be to do with your family also. Mars moving into Libra is really going to speed up the tempo of your life. Like, you are doing lots of activities, you're hard at work, nose to the grindstone, very productive, getting a lot of shit done at your pace as well. And you're demanding justice for what you deserve at work, and that's really coming to fruition, so I'm really happy for you. When Venus conjuncts Jupiter August 11th, amazing news is coming in, and a lot of you will be traveling to new places, taking short holidays to different places, new cultures. But this is positive news that's coming in. It's like a manifestation that's been building for a while, and the results are finally here. You should see a spike in your passive income this day too, because Jupiter rules your 8th house of shared income. So you might see that your spouse, has a raise all of a sudden, like, hey baby, got a raise, here's the bread. Taurus, there is a lot of love coming in the second half of August, and that's because we have a new moon in Virgo, the first of 2 new moons in Virgo, but this one is squaring Uranus. So there is a sudden rush of romance. You're going to be blushing. Someone is pursuing you. They are driving towards you. And also you're putting some effort into a creative project. Like, you're already busy. You've got to try and schedule them in somewhere, because you are really driving towards something you feel very passionate about. You're dedicating more time to it. You've got a new mindset about this, and you're really dedicated to making this creative passion work, whilst also getting pursued by some sexy man. The end of the month, Venus will square Chiron, so this is going to give you some deep healing. This is, you need this. You are really facing a deep truth, and it's healing your heart, especially with Venus moving into Leo. That's your core identity, really. It's like the roots are getting healed at their core. Leo, this is a deep month of transformation. there is a lot going on for you, but it is good. You might be in hermit mode the first week or so, and that is because Venus and Jupiter are joining up in your 12th house of everything happening behind the scenes. But there is family members are coming up for you, and a relationship, a one-on-one relationship, could be to do with a sibling. It does feel quite head on, you know, that they're really getting to the core of some karmic wounds, and there is karma that is being completed this month. Like it's a potent month. This is because there's a full moon in Aquarius. A relationship may end or it may evolve into something brand new. Either way, it's not going to stay the same. This relationship is moving forward. Mars is moving into Libra also while there's a grand air trine in the sky, and this is you arguing. This is you really trying to get your point across to someone because it's in opposition to Saturn in Aries, which is really challenging your belief system. There's a lot of shadow work that's happening in August, but it really is evolving you as a person. You're going to be a new soul by the end of the month. Venus conjunct Jupiter is going to see a new spiritual teacher come in and really enlighten you. And I do see you stepping into a new job role August 11th. Expect a sudden rush of money. Oh my God, on that Virgo new moon, it's square Uranus. Like this is you entering you're taking a risk of some sort with your personal income and it's paying off. Like, anyway, if you do that, you will see a lush rush of money. Scorpio, this month is transforming your home, family, and domestic life in the best way. You are really like head on now with like things to do with the roots and removing psychological family inheritance patterns that show up for you as an adult. This is deep healing. With the full moon in Aquarius, it's coming up August 9th. This is big for having a conversation with a parent, a necessary one that will release karmic cycles. You know, this is well long overdue, but on the back end of this, oh my God, like a day later, Mercury stations retrograde, and then we have a Venus-Jupiter conjunction. So it might feel pairy and a bit prickly this moon. You know, there's a lot of movement, transformation. It's death and rebirth. It is death and rebirth. But you're going to feel so much better for it. It's restoring love in the home. It's restoring harmony in the home. That Venus-Jupiter conjunction can see you traveling to places, faraway islands, like dream holiday. You might be getting some results from a study that you've been working really hard at. Something that you've been, a milestone. This is a milestone that's happening for you, like August 11th and August 12th. Mars is moving into your 12th house. You're not going to get a lot of sleep. You're going to be like thinking about, the past, and there is a lot of that. That's your ruler, right? So you're working behind the scenes this month on yourself, on your core identity. But you're also calling out the people that haven't shown up for you because it's in opposition to Saturn, and Mars in Libra demands justice. The new moon in Virgo sees you being a lot more social, entering new groups that you never saw coming, making new friends. This is really beautiful. So from August 22nd, expect to be hanging out with a whole new crowd, and a crowd that loves you. Also, you might go viral on social media if you're like in the creative world. Buckle up for the best month of the year.